Y'all, check this out. Listen to this right here.
This is God, chosen people, and this is their land. And 144,000 has already been awakened, regaining the memories, and soon to have their powers. When this solar flash hit the cabal, won't know what to do with them. These are the first fruits. The 144,000 is sealed and awake. I don't think the cabal understand what this means. The chosen ones are already awoke and gaining all of their memories. This means bad business for them. They know what's coming. Just picture this. 144,000 black people with superpower godlike abilities. Me and Putin try to warn them we're dealing with something we don't quite understand. They are ancient gods, primordial.
Mr. Putin.
All right, so did you hear that?
All right, so did you hear that?
It said...
He said, hold on. He said, you heard what he said. You heard what Mr. Trump said. You heard what Mr. Trump said. You heard what Mr. Trump said. He said 144,000 have already awakened. When you say the chosen people, you got to understand the word chosen. These are the brothers and sisters who have chosen to awaken. Okay? Those who have chosen to awaken. Not just chosen. These are, he said primordial. And what does primordial mean? And the word primordial literally means the one who is not, they who have always been. He said ancient gods. All right, that's what he said. So let's listen to it one more time, okay? Gaining memories, guys. All right, so they already know who we are, all right? That's the number one question. That's the number one thing. That's the number one thing. They already know who we are, okay? You know who we are. Why are you continually doing this shit that you can do in? I was just in the astral realm, and we are holding 7 of these reptilian white Saxon, whatever, them 7 white people, Saxons. I don't know what species they were. We were holding them accountable, Saxons. We had them in a court case. There's actually 8 of them in the court case. One of them died in the midst of this entire case that was going on. So one of them died for whatever reason. It died. I said it because I don't know if it was a he or she, but I know it died. And we had them being held accountable for their brothers and sisters who have done what you have called crimes. And we have said if it had not been for you, white people, and other species miseducating the brothers and sisters, they would not have these things that you would want to have put them in the prison system. It's not been for you misrepresenting the original people with the industry that you've created called the rap industry or whatever, and the brothers and sisters would have not gotten arrested or would have done if it wasn't for you who have used the music industry and the television industry to put the brothers and sisters under a state of hypnosis, then they wouldn't be here where they were now. So we are holding them accountable because they literally created the foundation of what you call crime. Because before these beings came here, we didn't know such foolish things. They know who we are. All right. And yes, this is why Mr. Trump is hated among them, because Mr. Trump was like, you know what? These beings are awakening, and this land belongs to them. Every part of this land belongs to them. They are ancient gods. They are primordials. I said every part of this realm, this planet. And you continually spray their sky, even with them telling you to stop. You continue to put poison the food, even when they're telling you to stop. These inorganic beings are not primordial. They're not gods. They're not any of this. They don't have no power whatsoever. And they have never had power. That's the whole point. And we've got to gather, brothers and sisters. They never had power. But you got Mr. Trump saying, and he's an Arcturian alien from the Arcturian. He's an Arcturian from Arcturus, which he is. I'm starting to see Mr. Putin is an Arcturian as well, Vladdy Putin, because Vladdy Putin and Mr. Donald Trump favor each other a bit. Putin is an Arcturian as well. He's in the Arcturian reptilian bloodline, but they have, both of them have worn the so-called cabal, these beings who set up this whole program in our realm to try to hold us back because they want to be in power with their stupid money so they can give it back to us. The whole point of control, and you work a job and we give you money, and then we're going to charge you for the energy that comes from the land that's supposed to belong to you. We want this money. You can buy this house or whatever, but the land belongs to you, but we don't want you to know the land belongs to you. Give us some money called taxes, or we're going to come and take your house. We're going to take your land because, we want power. Now the brothers and sisters are awakening to power. We're seeing this. This is why they're trying to ban TikTok. This is why they're trying to ban TikTok. This is why they're trying to get rid of it, because the brothers and sisters are freely going on this channel and really showing their abilities. So much truths are coming out that won't necessarily come out on YouTube. And then you got things like Facebook and Instagram that want to fact check all the true things, and YouTube too. All the knowledge that we're supposed to be a part of, well, it's not happening, they say. Because why? Because we have a species of beings who want to hold us back. And they're doing this purposefully. This is a purposefully thing because they want power. And it's a physical type of power because there's no spiritual power that they can gain from this. All right? They want to kill us and take our body parts, hoping that they can use our body parts to give them to have certain levels of power. And our brothers and sisters accept this. Those who are awakened are getting our powers back after the 25th, which is Monday, with April 25th. Which these dates are getting all. Something's gonna happen after April 25th. April 21st is the we're entering the era of the age of Aries. That April 21st, and then We know something's going to take place June 22nd. Something's going to take place on June 22nd. Now on April 5th, something's going to take place. But after March the 25th, which is next moon day, after that lunar eclipse, a lot of things are going to be different, brothers and sisters. You see, you got to remember this right here. It's the moon that controls the spiritual powers within you. The moon controls these, all right? The moon controls the spiritual powers within you, and it's the moon that literally provides that powerful energy for you to move in a higher phase energy. It's the moon that takes you to this state of evolution, all right?
Black people are gods. They were formed by the universal prime creator from its own primordial essence. They are extensions of the prime deity's masculine and feminine aspects. Each temple or body houses both of these vital energies. Their melanin is an indication of their divinity, for it is concentrated light in a physical form. It has been termed biological living light by physicians and is the only chemical substance able to hold such magnificent and potent energy that is the black man and woman. To be clear, everything we see has some form of melanin, but the black man and woman, who are really primordial deities,
Y'all hear that now?
have an exclusively specific kind. There are purportedly 5 known variations.
You hear that?
Variations of melanin reported by scientific minds. It isn't ethical to compare the prime deities to all people, who many are beasts who've taken on their form through
Unethical.
evolution and non-consensual mating. Others are shapeshifters, and all or more are simply figments of their active imaginations. When normal people dream, they create temporary images in their mind's eye that appear real and possibly are. That is, until they wake. It took energy to do that. When the soul of a deity dreams, they make temporary realms and people, or rather games and CPU players that last as long as he or she chooses to play. Awaken and rise from your perpetuating slumber, great eternal ones, and become full deities once more. Creators, operators, and destroyers of galaxies. Beings who nurture life, foster transformation, and facilitate movement and magic. Rise and evolve into the divine kings and queens of the universe you are meant to be. Reclaim the world from the hands of the wicked, who are the false gods, the illusions, and the mortals. Creation has been waiting on you to rise and judge the earth. You have been in a cocoon state, undergoing pressure to surpass everything you've ever been. You will soon emerge mightier and brighter than ever before. And when you do, every matrix will fade, true life will thrive, planets will rejoice, stars will align, and the womb of space will be edified. So it is written, so shall it be, so it has been. For you are the one. People are going.
All right, so you understand this right here. Creators are who we are. Generators, operators, destroyers of galaxies and universes. Brothers and sisters, do you understand what is going on? These inorganic beings literally want to place us, want to be the one to replace us and say, oh, we're the destroyers, we're the operators, we're the generators. They want to replace us. That's why they're doing what they're doing, and we're sitting up and allowing it. Yes, we are in a cocoon state. We are once in a cocoon state for damn near 400 calendar years. And yes, we have awakened now. And now in our awakened state, we must bring forth chaos. Here's the thing about it. In order to destroy a fucking galaxy, it takes fucking energy. And just like this video said, we're the only beings who literally can go into a deep sleep and dream, and the reality appears as we're dreaming. henceforth the young brother go back into Chicago in Ohio, brother in the Ohio area who was asleep, and whatever was happening while he was asleep. These Saxon police officers were dispatched to where he were, and they were ordered to shoot and kill him on spot. Whatever he was doing, he was disrupting. All right, he was disrupting the organization or the energy of this system that they created. We're the only beings who can literally go to sleep and the reality is happening while we're asleep, which means that we are primordial, which means that we're beyond planetary beings. We are cosmic deities. It's who we are. All right, so you got to understand. All right, we know that we're not African, but here's the thing about it. And you got to understand the whole thing of labeling us. This is what they do. They label us multiple labels in order and try to control us. The beings you call Africans, we all know that they come from the Sirius star system. We know this. They're from the Sirius star system is within this galaxy. All right. And we all know they came from here. We all know they've been here for quite a while. Not as long as the so-called African American and Colombians and Puerto Ricans and Latin Americans. But they've been here for quite a while. Remember, we told y'all that we allowed them to come here because we allowed all the melanated beings to come here. Because they're literally studying our DNAs and their DEA, trying to figure out who we are because they still don't understand us. We're evolving into different beings. So the so-called African and Latin Americans, the so-called Africans, are literally both primordial deities of cosmic nature. Understand that we're both primordial deities of a cosmic nature, which means we may have similar traits, but our traits are different. But we are primordial, and just like we are awakening here over in the land called Africa, because the word Africa is literally another banking system. America is a bank, Africa is a bank, Australia is a bank, Europe is a bank, Canada is a bank, Puerto Rico is a bank, Cuba is a bank, South America. what do you call countries or banking systems. They're designed for money and trade. That's who they are. So the original brothers and sisters in this land are Atlanteans, and those brothers and sisters in Africa are called Sumerians. They're the Sumerian gods that came here to this realm, to this planet. They're the Sumerian gods. We are the Atlantean gods who have always been there because they want to label us African, Latin American. I urge brothers and sisters all over the land to wake your fucking asses up. Wake up into the power. Why do you think you gave all this Jesus and God? When you look at the word Jesus, Jesus is a compound word. J-E literally means God. J-E is short for God. S-U-S is Zeus. So Jesus is nonetheless Zeus in Spanish, which is Jesus. Our brothers and sisters down in Latin America call him Jesus, which is the creator of the Saxons, Zeus. The creator of the Saxons, Zeus. And they want us to worship their creator, who is our brother. Hell no. You understand this? The definition of God is Zeus. We're going to go into this study a little later, because this is a deep study that we need to understand what the F is going on. How this shit came about. But what we do need to know is that we're primordial deities, and that we operate on a completely different frequency, a completely different vibration. You have these mother effers here trying to spray the sky. This is why we tell you, brothers and sisters, it's time for you to wake up. Build, create, design. Build, create, design. Yesterday I was thinking about working on a project, and it was cloudy. I said there's zero visibility of the sun. But all of a sudden, just thinking about it alone, just like right now, the entire sky just opened up. And it was bright and sunny, and the temperature went from 37 to like 52 degrees within minutes, all around the East Coast. This is who we are, brothers and sisters. This is why they want us to inside in buildings, working for money, to give them money. They need us in the darkness. They need us in the darkness. They don't want us outside because they know that we connect to every element, every frequency, every energy, every vibration, every power, every force, every planetary body. We connect to all of this, and they know this, so if they can have our minds occupied, I gotta get this money, man. I gotta go in the rap studio. You go in this rap studio, it's a room, and it's dark, and you sit behind a microphone, and you're writing words that are designed to destroy the lives of other brothers and sisters. You understand, we're the primordial. Those brothers in that are called African, they're primordial deities as well. They would never create. They've always been. They just came from one system, star system, to this star system. That's all they did. That's all they did. They're a different type of people than us. You got to understand, brothers and sisters, they're still like us, but they're not. We didn't come from Africa. You got to understand, brothers and sisters, this is what's going on. They left the Sirius star system and came here to the Centaurus star system. Remember, this star system, we're in the Centaurian star system because we're the beings who were able to. The shows in the, what you call the Egyptian and whatever you call it, the ancient Atlanteans. We had it in the wall. We were part man, part animal, which is a centaur. You had like your horse or man mix. You had your lion and man mix. You had your deer and man mix. You got your eagle and man mix, your hawk and man mix, and they wrote it on the walls. Anubis was that Ampu. It wasn't a dog, it was Ampu. It was Wallamile and man mix. This is the Centaurian star system that we're in. In the Centaurian star system, we so-called African Americans and Latin Americans in our true nature, we'd be known as the centaurs. That's who we would be. That's who we'd be. The centaurs, primordial. We've already been here. Created by this planet. We were never created in a laboratory. These like these Saxons were, like the Orientals were. So the so-called Africans and the so-called African Latin Americans are primordial deities. And it's time for all of us to awaken to certain powers that belong to us. This inner energy that's here, we're going through a solar storm, and this is powerful energy that's coming. And these massive solar storms, everything is moving in the motion towards the eclipse, and after the eclipse, there's literally going to be a huge change, because we're always seeing a change in the system as well. We're seeing a change. Don't be surprised if there's no internet for a long time, very, very long time. Don't be surprised if the money system shut down. They know what's going on. The whole thing about it is they're trying to hold us back. And they can't continue to try to hold us back. They can't continue to try to bring us in this state of mind, which means we got to break that metallic bubble. They created a metallic bubble to capture our minds, to capture our hearts, to capture our souls. All right? It's a trap. The money trap. The business trap. The political trap. The religious trap. You see what I'm saying? All these different traps that they created. And they need us to literally bow down to this shit, which we're bowing down. We bow down to no one. Original beings, we bow down to no one. Like I said, these Saxons, they literally want to be the generators and operators and destroyers of the land. But guess what? They can never be this. This is why they put in our head, oh, this is the government. We can do whatever we want to do. They wanted to replace us, destroying the land, just trying to destroy the planet. But guess what? It's all backfiring on them, because the original beings are the true owners of this entire realm are awakening, the 144,000. And Trump told them. Mr. Trump told them. Mr. Trump said it. You want to hear it again? No, I don't want to hear it again. But I'm going to hear it one more time on my phones, because he said it so loud in here. Let's hear it one more time, because he said it. Listen to what he says.
And soon to have their powers. When this solar flash hit the cabal, won't know what to do with them. These are the first fruit. 144,000 is sealed and awake. I don't think the cabal understand what this means. The chosen ones are already awoke and gaining all of their memories. This means bad business for them. They know what's coming. Just picture this. 144,000 black people with superpower godlike abilities. Me and Putin try to warn them we're dealing with something we don't quite understand. They are ancient gods, primordial.
So, why is he saying that? And that came to me. Something came to me. He said a solar flash. Everybody thinking about a huge layer of light just flashing through. But darkest light and light is dark. You think this eclipse, what do you think this eclipse is? The great solar flash, nigga. And they're looking at for total darkness. It's gonna be total darkness. And guess what? Everything that is original shifts and grows and evolves in the darkness. So that a few minutes of darkness is literally gonna bring forth completely different reality in this realm. And these beings are going to be extremely scared of what's going to take place. We're primordials, brothers and sisters. So the great solar flash is not going to be a huge bolt of light energy coming through the land. It's literally going to be dark energy. It's going to be darkness, which is the eclipse. This eclipse is going to be the great solar flash. Let's awaken to this power, brothers and sisters. Everything is moving towards absolute power. Everything is moving towards absolute energy. Everything is moving towards absolute force. Absolute knowledge, absolute intelligence, yes. Everything is moving towards this. They can't teach us. They don't know anything about us. They still, like Mr. Trump said, we really don't know too much about them. They don't know about us at all. They think they can mate with us. They can do whatever they want to do, make hybrids like me. It's over all. We're all primordials. Catch you guys later. Much power to you all.